Hello everybody, it's Dragana from Saacibo. Welcome and welcome back to my channel. I was really inspired after we've done those jelly prints in the last video. If you haven't seen it, I will link it down below, and we created some really interesting pages using fresh leaves and our jelly plates. And now I want to use them in my journal. But before I do that, I just want to quickly show you the new digital kits that I have in my Etsy. The first one is digitized version of all the jelly prints that I've done in that last session, plus a few more that I've done off the camera. And as you can see, this is the printout. That's the original. It's quite close, isn't it? It looks almost identical. And here as well. It just looks really good. Printable, the original. The reason I've been doing it because I really want to use those originals in my journal, but I can't bear the thought of cutting into them. So I've decided I'm going to keep the originals like that. I might even frame some of them at some point because I really like them. But here is the digital pack. I'll just move this aside. It has 10 pages and it's A4 size. I'm sorry I didn't do a letter size because the originals were A4 and I didn't want to change the design. Okay, I think they're looking pretty good. It'd be great for a nature themed journal. I love this one and this one. Yeah, and I think this one would look great in a Halloween themed journal. Any autumn journal. All right, so after I've done these, I was so inspired, and this is a kit that I've started earlier, but I just never seemed to be able to finish it, and then I finished it last night, and I really love it, and I'm so inspired to actually make something with it today. And it's called Entomology Collection Volume 1. It's all about beetles, bugs. I love bugs. On the paper, not in real life, but I think they're beautiful as long as I don't have to touch them. All right, so here is the page with quotes relating to bugs and beetles, and I think it's kind of really nice addition to a page when you make a collage or something to add a little bit of writing. I like it anyway. And these are the bugs. There's 12 of them, or beetles. I don't know which is which. Honestly, I tried, maybe I found 2 or 3, but then I just got lost. There's millions of them. Okay, and here's the page with some labels and some random dates and numbers, similar to that Faux specimen cards, but of course different colors and design. And then there is a page with these like a smaller size notebooks, I'd say, that you can create like little field notes. We'll make some today and then you can see what I mean. And there's some field notes, observations, number and a date, and this is more like an index card. Okay, did I print this? Yeah, print it on the back. And here are the specimen cards. They are same size like the one we had in Faux specimen cards, but obviously different color, different design. Again, I used one of my jelly prints to create the background for them. These are the ones, there's one page where I printed 2, I want to make more. These are the ones with the pocket, and these are just the regular tag shaped ones. And this kit also has 2 writing pages that you cut, and you can make like a book like this. And I printed something else on the back because I don't like it white. So this one with the checkered pattern. Again, these are my jelly prints in the background here as well. Although this is not a jelly print, it's one of the eco prints. And I printed this on the back. All right, and in this kit also there are 3 pages of just plain backgrounds. The rusty color paper. This is tea dyed, or actually, sorry, this is coffee dyed paper that had imprints of rose petals that I actually used that paper to dry rose petals, and because the rose petals were still moist when I placed them down, they actually left an imprint, and later on I just coffee dyed that paper and it turned out really pretty. And this is my Gelli print again, it's digitized. So that's 11 pages in this kit as well, and it's called Entomology Collection Volume 1 Beetles. And we are going to use both of these today to decorate my journal. I love this journal so much. And I've been working in it when I had some free time, but there's still quite a bit to do. Like these pages on the covers, kind of like, I think they need something. I think I put something here, but this one is empty. This one as well. And this one. So I think I want to add some of these big leaves to one of them. I'm just trying to see where. Just doesn't go that well with that yellow. That one's taken. Perhaps it would look good here. Okay, so we'll do that. If I have one of those leaves on that page there, I think I want to put like a little ruffle here in similar color. And I made so many with my leftover scraps. I basically take pieces of fabric, ruffle it up, and I sew them onto the paper strips, and that way it's really easy to glue them down. You don't have to stitch them onto your page. And I picked a few that I think are good candidates. Let me just see which one works really good on this page. No, too strong. This might work, but it has a bit of grey, and these are more like yellowish warm colors. This one might work. I think this one works really well because we have that yellow there, so it's kind of working together with this page as well. So I'm going to keep that one. All right, and how do I do this? I'll just tear this paper down. It's really hard to actually tear when you have only a little bit. That worked, but this one, I think I might have to just cut it. Covers the stitching. This is what I want. There's a little bit more room on this side, and I'm going to place this there. I think I'll just cut it there. That's perfect. And I don't want this straight edge. I'll just tear this because I don't really want to see that white paper there. So I'm just taking this. Like so. That looks much better. Let me just ink the edges. I'm just using brown ink. Would look nice. Let's just glue it down. I'd say glue stick would be okay to use here. kind of thin paper. But because we have stitching here, sometimes it's hard for the paper to adhere well over the stitching, so I'm just using some white glue around the edges. Like so. I didn't do anything over that area there. I could have stenciled something, but I just didn't want to take away from that leaf too much. And we're going to put this and I want it showing on this side. Of course, I can actually take this to the sewing machine and do it, but really not necessary. I'll just add a decent amount of glue on the paper, and that should hold it. Just get this stuff out. Oops. I'm going from this side because I want to make sure that the paper is not visible, and I need to wipe that off. Just a bit of glue. Nothing major. Okay, it looks good on both sides. I really like it. I feel like I need something down here. I needs a little bit. There's a lot of space there, and I think I wanted one of the labels from the Entomology Collection, but I won't cut it all the way around. I'm going to leave this darker color around. Let's see how that looks. Just thinking the edges. What else can I get? I can take one of the labels that is empty, and I can add the date myself. I think that would look cute like that. It does cover a little bit of the leaf, or I can have this here, but it's kind of looks better. Looks better down here. It's almost like a big specimen. Let's glue that down. It looks nice. Now, I think I need to add some, little details here. I think that would be nice like that. And of course, I will write down today's date. What day is today? 23rd August 22. For the number, I don't know, this is either random or should I do like a page number or something? So that would be number 2 then. I will just put number 2, page number 2. Now I don't know the scientific name for this tree. I will look it up on the internet and add it there, but the common name is mulberry tree and the location is Saacibo. I think it would be interesting if I add a bit of like script stamping on some areas around here, which would have been better if I've done it first, but I just thought of it. I've got some of that seedless preserves. I think it's similar color to that. Just want to see that, how would that look first. I'll check on this one. Yes. I'm happy. I think that would look nice. But how do I do this now that I've finished everything? I'll just take the page out of the book. And that will give me control, and I can place this here, not to make the rest dirty. This up a little bit. Perhaps it would be easy if I take it off. I like it. Let's just put that back inside. The glue is ready. Put one there. There we go. I think this page is done. I don't think I'll do much more to it. I think it looks good as it is. I'm really happy with it. Now I said I want to show you how to make those specimen cards with bugs, because I also want to put a few in this journal. So I'll put that aside. I'll just quickly cut them out so you don't have to watch me cutting, and I will be back. Okay, back. I cut. Just want to show you. That's what it looks like when you cut it out, one of those, and you just fold here. And I leave this to cut at the very end once I glue them together. On this one here, I cut out one side. And I keep this to use somewhere to make pocket or clusters or whatever, or just in a collage. And I left the other one like this, because I want to show you two different ways you can do this. The same here. With these ones, you see how it has those flaps? I actually, you can leave them to have a bigger pocket, but I just cut them off. It was quicker, and I'm going to do a bit of sewing around this, so I felt like cutting them off. And again, those I left as they are. The pocket would be here, while here I actually cut a window, and that's going to be the pocket down the bottom. So all we need to do now is ink, probably this. The rest we will ink around once we glue everything together. Now this is going to be a little bit tricky. Probably won't be able to get all the way to the corners, but that's alright, it doesn't have to be. Actually, there is a way. If you fold gently like this, you see, and then you get to the edge. So fold like that, just gently, not to make a crease, and then you can get to that corner. There you go. Let's do the same here. And if you're wondering how to cut out this window, I used just knife and a metal ruler, so I just go cut all around until I get that like that. Okay, now we have to decide what specimens to use. Where's the page with specimens? Sorry, I had to stop recording just really quickly because I realized I printed the earlier version of this page. This version is not in the digital kit. This one is. All right, as you can see, there's a background here, and the reason I've done that is in case you want to make specimen cards using cut out the window, it will be really difficult to place it correctly and not have the white line around, while in this case there is no white around. It just looks a lot better. So I apologize, I totally forgot that I've done that. So this is the wrong one. This is not in the kit. This is in the kit. Okay, I just wanted to make sure I mentioned that. Okay, so let's just pick some bugs. I thought we make some with the window first. Okay, and in that case, it's best if we put the glue around this close to the edge first, like this. And then you place this and you try to get it. You can, I don't know if you can tell, there is a line there. It's not that obvious, but it's there. Then you try to align this. Like that. Perfect. If you have a piece of acetate, and this is not a clean one, you can actually put it underneath and then do the picture. Let's just do one. Okay. Just for the sake of demonstration, I want to show you how to add it. I mean, it wouldn't serve any purpose other than just being decorative. But these are like full specimen cards in a way. It might look more interesting. We'll just try it anyway. This is dry. Actually, let's finish this one first. I need to close it up. Like this. You add the glue on this side where the specimen is. Like so. Spread it on this side. And then here, you just add the glue on the sides. If I left those flaps, you would add glue to the flaps. But I don't mind if my pocket is a little bit narrower, because I'm going to be sewing around and I don't want the bulk there. And as you can see, there's a little bit sticking out, so I can just take that off. And then just cut those corners. Okay, I'll let it dry and then I'll ink around. Let's see what we have here. So if we were to put this, we'll have to glue that first. Okay, I'll just use a little bit of washi tape. I mean, it's going to stay. When we glue everything else around, it will hold it in place. Because if I use liquid glue with acetate, it tends to leak and then leaves these nasty smudges that I don't like. Okay, so we have acetate there. Now we get our image. Now in this case, because I don't want to add glue to the acetate, I'll just add it a bit over and a little bit here. So now we have to on top. Just close it up. I think it looks cute. What do you think? Does it look better with acetate over or just as it is? I kind of like it with acetate. I should have done the same here. But it's not bad as it is, but it just gives that a little extra interest. I just want to show you a quick way of doing it is we close them up first. This and then here for the pocket. And we just close this one completely. make them like this first, and then you get the image, and you basically just glue it on both sides or on just one side, up to you. And you can tear or you can cut. Let's just try tearing one. Maybe a little bit of ink would be nice. I think that looks good as well. I think glue stick would be okay. I love how they look. Let's just ink all the way around the edges quickly. Now what I want to do is just quickly go to my sewing machine and do like a zigzag stitch around. Here we go. Just trimming off the excess thread. I'm just going to burn these threads so they don't start unraveling. If you do this, just be careful not to start the fire, because thread, if it's cotton, it tends to burn. I like them. And of course we can make holes here. Let's do that. I'll just mark myself the middle. I think black ones would look really nice. I have that big crocodile thing, but I find it when you're working on camera, this is so much quicker. Alright, so now we want to decorate them a little bit. I have this here and I have this. So I'll just cut out these pieces and I'll be back. Alright, I'm back. I cut them out and folded like this. I think I want to round the corners. Nice. They do fit in. It's a shame to cover that. We could have put the image on the back side and then have this as a pocket, but I just did not think of it. Again with the other one, although these don't have to be here at all, but here we go. This is like an index card, but it is kind of, because I printed on a light paper, I'll probably need to back it up with some cardstock or just fold it like this. Oh, these are nice labels, and some of these, so I just want to cut a few. Okay, let's ink those up. And I want to cut a few of these. Alright, and we have these as well. Cut those out as well. So maybe here we can have something like this. Even that would be fun like that. Although this needs to be backed up onto something much sturdier. Okay, I will ink those up and glue them down, and then I'll show you what they look like. All right, I'm back. I glued everything down, and I decided to turn these, they were like that, but you know, the writing should be on the inside, and this looks much nicer when you do it on this side, and I just added that there, and I thought that can go here. And then this is one of those index cards. I just fold in half and trim a little bit here, so I thought that would look good here. And then this comes from the page with quotes, it was right there. I just glued a piece of that paper from the index cards, and I thought that looks really cute like that. And in this one, I actually used 2 sheets. You know how on that page there were one like this, one like that. And I joined them with the sewing machine. Just put observations here. It looks really serious. I don't know. And then here, you know how we cut out this bit? I just backed it up with this paper, and it can be used to write little notes. And then this quote was here, and then I glued that one on the other part that we cut off from this one, and it can go in here. I ended up making like an index card in the end. I just glued that there, and this one here, just with a bit of stitching. I glued 2 together, and I put a piece of cardstock in between. And I have this left from that ruffle. Maybe I can put that somewhere. I don't know, something like this, but I'll think about it. So they're my little specimen cards with beetles or bugs, and I really love them, and I'm going to make more of them. I think I just had so much fun, and I want to figure out a way where to put them in my journal, because I haven't really thought about it. I'll just have a look through and I find a good spot. If not, we're going to make a pocket or a spot for them in a way that they're displayed nicely so that they can be viewed properly. You know, I don't want to put them in a deep pocket and hide them. I want them to be visible, maybe somewhere here. I don't know. I'll think about it. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you had fun. In case you're interested in any of these digital kits, this one or that one, they are in my Etsy shop. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope I see you soon in my next video. Bye for now.